I pressed the wrong button.
Oh my God.
Hey, everybody, welcome to OVO Olympic View Opinions. We're here today. I'm glad to be here, actually. Last week, I was not able to be here, but I knew Leah kind of took over.
Yeah.
And Alana took over, and it was a really, 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 really good good time with everybody. But I'm glad I'm back. And I do have a very interesting topic today. And the topic is empathy. Chong, chong, chong.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So we're going to start off first. Ian, come over here. You're on my left right here. But you're going to tell me, what is empathy, buddy?
Empathy is the ability to know what someone is like going through.
Someone is going through. Is there any other that can help our listeners? Go ahead, Sheffield.
There's also that you can comfort them when they're not in a good mood or they don't have that, or they're just alone.
Well, how would you comfort someone if you don't know what they feel?
Well, I mean,
That's where empathy comes in.
yeah.
If you know what other people feel, if you see the world through other people's eyes, if you listen to the world through other people's ears, and if you what?
Listen with your heart.
Well, if you feel the world like the way other people feel the world too, right? That's empathy, right? Just not just like focusing on you, but actually seeing the people around you, right? So keep that definition in your head, because that's what this episode's all about, empathy. Right. Now, the reason why I brought this up was because last week we had our principal talk to 5th graders and 6th graders and showed a very powerful video on empathy, right? Do you guys remember that video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joshua, did you watch the video? You were on safety patrol, right?
Safety.
Okay, but we just watched it right now. So what do you think about the video, Joshua?
I think that it was very interesting in the multiple ways that we could help people.
That we could help people, right? Ezekiel?
Same with Joshua. I feel like it kind of like explained the different ways we could help people.
Gabby?
Same. I thought that it was like explained how you could have empathy for each other, like how you could feel for each other.
Now let me ask you this question, Gabby. You're right there in the microphone. Why do you think Miss Lineswood showed us this video last week?
There was a lot of drama going on,
Yeah.
not just 6th grade, also 5th grade, but there was a lot of that going on, and a lot of things were happening that shouldn't happen while you're in elementary school.
Wow. Okay. So wait, are you saying that Olympic View is not a perfect place?
No, well, nothing's perfect.
Exactly, and that's what I was wanting you to say. Nothing is perfect. There is no perfect school. There is no perfect classroom. There's no perfect teacher.
Unless you're
I only know like one teacher that's very close to perfect. He has a big beard, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Mr. Musov doesn't have a big beard.
Who that is. Oh yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Musov. I know he was here last week
was
also,
the
right?
best.
He's pretty cool.
No kidding.
No
Abraham
kidding.
Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah. That's what he was for Halloween.
Yeah. Every Halloween he's Abraham Lincoln.
So funny.
So there is no perfect, right? There's no perfect world. There's no perfect classroom. There's no perfect school.
Unless you're Olympic View.
There's not even Olympic View, and I think that's what I wanted you. That is why I think it was important for us to I felt like it was like stopping your vehicle, like pausing and then just hitting the brakes, and then just seeing how everything in our school is evolving, okay? And people are changing. There's different things going on, different situations, and that's why I think Miss Lyons shared this video with us, right? Like you were saying, all this drama's happening, things that are, I mean, that shouldn't be happening in elementary school, right? Not even, I don't think middle school or high school. Like sometimes I don't think drama should take part in our everyday life like that.
I don't think drama should exist.
Yeah, I agree. I was about to say that.
I mean, how can we get rid of drama though?
I mean, empathy.
Nice, right? So what was you gonna say, Mr. Sheffield?
But I mean, I agree with Marcus, but probably not everybody's gonna have empathy. And eventually, they're gonna create drama.
Okay, I want because there's a lot of listeners here who are they just don't get us who are young. You know, they're older.
us.
Oh, wait,
You mean the students?
Gabby, I knew you were in it.
How old are you, Mr. Torres, please?
Oh, that's off topic right here.
56.
Okay. But I'm not 56. I'm not gonna say how old I am, but
37.
Jeez, boy.
37
42.
times 2.
45.
So you're like 70, like you're like 74 years old. That's
I'm
crazy.
not 74. Okay.
Close to it.
80.
But I am older than you. I'm probably whatever. Off topic.
By
I'm
a
gonna say-
whopping.
Okay. But I understand a little bit because my sixth graders teach me a lot of slang sometimes. Slang. Right? No cap. What
That's
else?
capalicious.
Capitalism.
What?
What else? What else you
That
told me the other day, Ian?
actually explains a lot.
So, but let's define drama. Okay, what do you guys when you say the word drama? What are you referring to? Go ahead, Leah.
For me, I'm referring to gossip.
Gossip. What else?
Or like if someone misheard something and turned into a big deal.
Okay, more like
Rumors.
gossip.
Rumors.
Oh, I remember. You're spilling the tea.
Tea time.
Tea time, right? Yeah, I remember that one. So yeah, so drama is gossiping. I'm talking about people. What else,
Rumors.
Red? You know?
And also,
Like, there's so many different kinds of drama. Like, there's gossip. There's what people would say could be different. Just like people not being nice, and then
Spill
it
the
turns
tea?
into a big deal. Yeah, just like
Not
tea.
being nice.
Yeah.
Like just like saying mean things about people.
Yeah, saying something, but it's not even gonna happen.
But do they talk about like the way they act, the way they smell, the way they look, or like?
Yeah, that's gossip.
But is that something that happens though? Sometimes.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Have anybody you here been like knowing of any people in drama or not? No one here is causing drama because or else you wouldn't be in podcast, I guess. Right? But you know what? Let's not get into details because we don't want to be spilling tea either here,
Yeah.
right? But you've been aware of like situations where people are getting maybe not physically hurt, but emotionally. Is that true?
Yeah.
And this is where empathy comes. Okay, trying to talk about or realizing what these students are feeling, right? Has anybody here ever seen or heard someone being hurt emotionally and then you help out?
yeah.
What do you do?
So what I do is it happened at school. One person was being rude to another and decide to slap her, and then I was
Well, that's
slap.
physical right there.
Yeah, she decided to slap her, and I saw her crying in the corner, and I went up to her and asked her if she's okay, and then she was crying. She's like, "No, it was very mean. Why would she slap me?" And I was comforting her, and then I was trying to solve the situation, and then she went up to me. She was trying to take her anger at me. Yeah. And I told her not to do that, and then she did it, and then I defend myself, and I got in trouble for that. But I was helping not spilling tea. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. Anyway,
I don't know if I can, but okay.
okay, sorry. I was trying to help her out. Sorry, I was trying to help her out and comforting her, but everything worked out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, but everything's good now.
For
Kind
me,
of?
yes. For me, I don't
Okay.
know about.
I sometimes I think this is the hard part too, right? Because you see someone in need and you want to try to help someone, but then that person might like retaliate against you, or go against you, and even you were like, hey, wait, like I'm just trying to help. But sometimes when people are in that mode, like of anger or I don't know what you call it, like stress or sadness. Sometimes it's better like to give them that space, You know, like give them that. That's why you guys have to have that empathy really, really strong in you, to be like, oh, I think she's mad, so I'm gonna give her some space. So when the person cools off, then we can talk it over, okay? Because sometimes we feel like we're helping, right, Red? Like we feel like we're helping, but we're actually making it like
Worse.
Yeah,
right?
like today we watched a video about. Today we watched in Missy Molly's class. We watched a video about listening, and in that video we noticed that people just want to be heard, and not and they don't want people to like solve the situation, because then that just makes them feel like they're not really listening, and they just want to get the whole entire thing over.
Yeah, that's another one,
Like
right?
pity.
Like
Yeah, or
you just listen, and then sometimes people just need to let it out.
Yeah.
And once they let it out, it's like they feel much better. Like you don't even have to do anything. All you got to do probably is just listen. Right?
Yeah,
That's a
but
great.
if you're trying to solve the problem, then the person might feel like they're the problem.
That's
like-
another one, yeah.
Like their feelings are the problem. Like they should stop telling people about them.
True. Go ahead, Mr. Ezekiel.
Another situation is it happened on the Big Toy. One student kicked another student in the neck.
Oh my gosh.
How
do they even?
And I went over to the student who got kicked, and I tried to comfort them.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That was good.
How do you even kick someone in the neck? Like how?
Well, maybe they're like up on the stairs or something, and people,
karate.
people get rough up there, like
Yeah.
they're playing, and that's why we say no tag. That's the other rule I had: hands and feet to yourself. Like you learned this in kindergarten, and now it's crazy. We have to repeat it to you guys in 5th and 6th grade, but the thing is, I seen this happen. Is like people like, oh, we're just playing around, Mr. Torres. Like, oh yeah, like you're like hugging each other, whatever, and then all of a sudden you fall. And then you break your foot, right, Ezekiel? Like, you were just walking, and all of a sudden, bam, he broke his foot, right? So accidents happen like that. Like, you don't even mean to, and then things happen. Now imagine if you're, like, pulling and shoving, and because you're playing around, Like, that's a big one right there.
But if you're, like, playing around, then the other person might stop thinking that it's funny, and then they start yelling at you to stop, but then they don't.
Mm-hmm. Round of applause for that one. You hit it right in the neck, right in the neck, right in the head. Pat.
That's bad timing.
Another situation was Mateo.
No names.
Or one of my
Where
friends.
is he, by the way?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Well, today he had like trouble with the teacher because he was like something that he was accidentally talking to his friend, and then the teacher yelled at him, and so during recess he was kind of sad. So me and my friend tried to comfort him, and he was feeling kind of down. So we kind of just listened to his story, and he felt better afterwards.
Yeah, sometimes that's all we gotta do. Just listen, right?
So, and I want to thank this person. She already knows, but
Don't say names.
no, she's right here.
Oh, Gabby.
Yeah. So, when I first came to this school, I was kind of getting bullied a little bit because I was
By Gabby?
no, no by sometimes by by other people, and then I was feeling really down. I had nobody to play with, so sometimes just hanging out with other people, and then they just kind of told me to go, and then I'm like, okay, and I was just all by myself. But somebody, which is Gabby,
all by myself.
okay, that please not.
I wanna
Darkness,
be.
miles.
No, but
God, you didn't have any friends, so you
Oh,
can't see
man,
Miles.
What is this?
so she listened to my story, and then I explained to her that I was moving and all, and I was here, and then she just understood me, and then we started hanging out. We became best friends, and I want to thank her for that.
That's a very, very cool
I know,
story.
I'm very amazing.
I'll give it to you this time, okay?
Ooh.
That's cat.
Wow.
Well, that reminded me of that habit of seek first to understand, then to be understood, right? A lot of the problems that we have or that students have, if they just stop and listen and understand the other person, there probably won't be no problems. Like you just said, people didn't even know me, they didn't talk to me, I felt alone. What did Gabby do? She just listened to you, right? she probably wasn't thinking, oh, I'm gonna first seek to understand, then to be understood, right?
No, I
But
did not pay attention in class.
but you know, you did it anyway. So that means you did pay attention sometimes, because that you
That's
do it
my
naturally.
Roblox.
Empathy.
You do it naturally. Ian, what are you gonna say, buddy?
A lot of friendships start with empathy.
Oh, I
Like-
like that.
Yeah, like so a couple of my friendships, it started when I like started to know what the person was going through, and then like we became best friends after that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
BFFs, best friends forever. You know, I actually had there was a student in my class, and he was very very harsh on one other student, and the other student like will overreact to like how he was feeling, and this first student, he had a joy with just making him mad all the time. So
Really?
no, not this year, not this year.
Oh.
Okay, this happened before. So I had to talk to him. I was like, hey, like this kid like looks up to you, you know, like the way you play the sport. He played basketball. The way you play basketball and the way you are in the court, like this other kid like looks up to you. Like, why you treat him so bad? Like he kind of admires you, you know? And then when I told him that, I'm like instead of being kind of like a bully to him, I didn't think it was bully because
Like
he,
that sign, be a buddy, not a bully.
yeah, there you go. I told him like, hey, why don't you just teach him how to throw a basketball right? Teach him how to dribble.
Shoot.
And he did it. It was so cool just seeing him how he was teaching him how to do it. They didn't become best friends, but they became friends. Like they were not like bothering each other. They started to get along a little better.
And there's this girl in my class. She's new. She just came, and she didn't know what the math we were learning, and everybody started making fun of her. And then I felt bad, so I teach her. It may be a little hard to teach her, but I did it by step. And then she kinds of get it, but I was just helping her, showing her around the school, and we hang out. We're not friends, but we just hang out.
All right. Yeah, I mean
You're not
that's
rude to her.
that's kind
Yeah.
of what you're rude to her. What?
No, I said she's not rude to her.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then that's the thing. We should be like, we should all be having that empathy, because you don't know how hard it is when somebody comes and they don't know anyone, you know. And I think that's the biggest thing too. If you start putting yourself in the other people's shoes, you will kind of have like, you know, I'm gonna treat him a little better, or I'm gonna help him out, right? Because guess what, sixth graders, you guys are gonna go on to seventh grade, and you're gonna be a little lost, right? Like, oh, where's my new classroom? Oh, who should I hang out with?
Where's
Oh,
my
who should I do
locker?
this? There's no lockers. Where's like my what's the combination for my locker for my lock for PE? Like all of these things. And people, if they have empathy, they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna help this new seventh grader out, right? So when you guys go to eighth grade, you'll have this new seventh graders coming up, and maybe it's your turn to show empathy, because the way you're going, the route you're taking, someone has already been through that route, and somebody will definitely follow. Okay, so empathy goes around. It's like a circle. Okay, it goes back to you. It goes from you to you, away from you. Does that make sense? All right. Well, it's time to close up this episode. Is there anything else that you guys want to share?
Yes, and I want to say, instead of spreading drama and gossip and not being rude, I think you should start having empathy and start being kind with others. And if somebody's bullying, if you're bullying another person, just remember, if you were that person getting bullied, how would you feel?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Don't spread rumors, spread kindness.
Ooh, I like that.
Always start with empathy. That way you get the empathy back to you.
That's a good one. Ian, nothing? No?
Empathy can change the world for the better.
I like that one. Empathy can change the world.
I want someone.
I think we should end it up with that one, right? Joshua,
No, I don't. I can't really think of anything.
let's just,
Just start with
Mr. King, can you repeat what you just said so we can finish our episode?
Empathy can change the world.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, boys and girls, say goodbye. Thank you very much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Later.